Super Spears Brothers!
So, alright, we're back.
Should we try to pick up the conversation we started in the first episode?
I don't even remember what we were talking about, why we were talking about, who we are, or whose pants I'm wearing at the moment. I think I'm wearing my own pants.
See, there's this chest, right? And what you do
But they're
is
not
you put
filled
a
with
key in
fecal
the
matter,
chest,
so-
and then you take a key, and then you put it in the
That's
chest.
even more boring than what I was already saying. You've somehow managed to be even more boring than I am on a daily basis, and I'm a government worker.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much that's about as low as it gets.
To be fair, I'm a student studying literature, so...
That's not boring. That's actually just stupid and irritating.
And a waste of everyone's time and money. See, it's funny, because I got
Alright, let's talk about Derrida and how his theory of text
Are you going to mention
applies.
Derrida in every episode?
He's a handsome man. Have you seen pictures of Derrida?
No, actually, he is a very handsome man.
I think
was actually
he's
quite
dead,
astounded.
but
He probably... I don't know, I'll still do him.
you know what? It's the velour jacket. It's the velour jacket that does it for me.
He sort of rocks that sort of I'm a sad Frenchman.
In case anyone's wondering, I'm married to a woman, but I would have gay sex with Derrida. Or heterosexual sex. Any kind of sex that Derrida's up for. If it's going to be like heterosexual sex.
I shouldn't find as much amusement as using a living human being as a projectile weapon to throw at snakes. I don't know. That seems like wrong that I take joy in that.
You know, I did that recently, but it was a toddler, so it really doesn't count.
Toddlers aren't real people.
I have one.
Yeah.
They're cute.
They're cute. They're like half a person.
You cannot eat them.
No. You can try. But they I don't know, they don't like it very much.
Sorry, no, I mean there's legal impediments. You can easily do it.
Oh, okay. See, I tried once and he just...
Well, the problem is that that in general, unless they're really malnourished, they tend to be too big to eat in one sitting.
That's true.
It's sort of like a
So, okay, by the way, if you hear me going, that means I thought of something really inappropriate and decided to stop myself.
By about episode 4 or whatever, Casper will be saying those. And by Casper, I mean my brother Brendan, who's a completely different person.
Oh crap, I just ran into a giant spider. Okay.
Welcome to Australia. Today we're going to be going to the Walmart over here. Do they say bugger in Australia?
I think they say bugger me. I don't think they actually say that. I just felt like contributing to the conversation.
I actually did live for a year with a bunch of Australians, and the one thing I learned about Australians is they can drink.
Yeah.
They drink a lot. And I don't mean to stereotype all Australians. I don't want to make any of my racist stereotypes of Australians. That is my stereotype of them, that they are all horribly racist.
Yeah.
I don't want to stereotype Australians because they're, the guys that we lived with, they were pretty cool. There was an Australian nerd, which is sort of like seeing...
it's like seeing a French paint dancer. Yeah, I'm going to go with French paint dancer. That's a good answer, Brendan. Yeah! That's 100 points there.
No, they were cool people. They're dead now. Horribly, they all died tragically.
Oh god, another giant spider.
But and I definitely got the opinion that Australia is not a place just full with venomous snakes and vampires.
See, that's the advantage of only not moving. Is all my ridiculous stereotypes and misinformation about people. Sorry, lady. We'll go completely unchallenged.
This horrible pile of fire, but
I'm
okay.
She was screaming help. I really don't think
I
she
still
needed it.
love you. I love you. I'm gonna marry you one day. If they throw that rock at me, I don't care.
Honey.
Oh, the boy,
Honey.
you collect all that them treasures. I'll lay here in this pile of flaming rubble. Oh boy. Oh, you picked me up. Now I'm happy again.
Well, you're dead. I'm just thought a better place for your body would be there.
Oh, love.
Never change. I was gonna say something.
You were not.
What was it? I was talking about this game at some point and why I liked it, and it's well designed. And I was talking about game feel. This is like 20 minutes ago or something. 20. Oh, I should have dropped the lady so I could sacrifice her.
So was she dead?
Yeah, she was dead.
They have HP?
Well, if she lands in explosions, she dies. If she lands on spikes, she dies. I think they have more HP than you do, but... So really, they should be the ones saving you, which says a lot about female empowerment in this country. is that they are the ones who should be saving us, but instead we are the ones setting them on fire, blowing them up, and then throwing them onto spikes. For
Lady, why can't you serve me? I want you to, but you're lying on a bed of spikes, lady.
Oh yeah. You really weren't expecting me to join in there, were you? Because you just kind of was like, oh crap.
You know, that's not
speaking.
the last thing I won't say that's the last thing I was expecting. The last thing I was expecting is probably for the entire universe to reverse its polarity, causing all planets to actually change positions geographically, while at the same time inverting all skin to the inside and all flesh to the outside.
See, that's my general... So my thing is, that's kind of what I always expect. Like, I've never gone through a moment where, like, I'm constantly surprised that I'm not being turned inside out by magnetic forces. It's honestly, it's
I should
the
explain
basis...
magnetism to you sometime.
Yeah, probably. I only know it from the X-Men cartoon, which pretty much means the lasers.
Oh man, did you remember seeing the 90's X-Men cartoon?
Hey guys, remember the 90's?
No, but
welcome to BuzzFeed.com.
but no,
You cannot do the old man voice when talking about the 90's. It's not that... Okay. I just made myself feel old because I realized people are going to say that it's a long time ago. Anyway. We're not that old. We're
no,
just pretty old.
it's not the 90's I'm thinking of. It's the fact that I am
You're a decrepit old man?
I'm a decrepit old man. I mean, my health is bad. My health insurance is bad. I work in an office watching people retire around me. But I remember when every game you wanted to play, you had to type in a command code and wait, listen to until it loaded up, and then the game would all sound like this. And you were like, holy crap, they wrote such amazing music for this.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak up on the snake.
And we didn't call it
Dun, dun,
8-bit
dun,
music
dun,
because it
dun,
wasn't
dun,
8-bits
dun,
at that
dun.
time.
Okay, no, you can see my hat. Oh.
That was terrible.
That was a failure on multiple levels. I think it says press B1, and by that I mean it means the control button. I've had my finger locked on the run key this entire time, even in the loading screens. I think my finger is going to fall off at some point. Ooh, parachute.
But they would be fighting. They would be fighting Apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
And,
he's talking about the 90's X-Men arcade.
The arcade show, yeah.
The arcade show, yes.
The arcade TV series. They would be fighting Apocalypse, right? And I didn't read the comics. I read a few comics growing up. Like, I mean, literally a few comics. Probably 7.
I got into comics after the point when most people think it's lame to get into comics. Because I'm sort of an anti-hipster.
But before you get old enough where, like, you can be like, you know, some crazy old guy that can give cool comics to young kids and then have sex with them.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, whatever. I don't judge people's lifestyle. Whatever. You know, man, what's the problem in this world is us versus them mentality.
Yeah,
whatever.
We should just be more accepting of the horrible things we do to each other.
That's right.
I'm carrying around a caveman, I just want to point that out.
Hey, if you're a kidnapping pedophile, like, subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what it's like, dude, and where you live, and
some kind of
identifying
information, and maybe when you come meet us, carry something distinctive like a bright pink teddy bear. And if you see a guy in a suit, it's totally good.
It's totally good.
Is Chris Matthews references dated? Because the show went off the air like 6 years ago, but is that become retro?
This is how old I am. I'm too old for Chris. What's his name? Matt.
I don't even know if that's his real name. Honestly,
for Dave Matthews.
For Dave Collier.
I'm dead. Cut it out. But they've been fighting Apocalypse.
One day we'll get through in a conversation. I swear to you.
So they'd be fighting Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And literally in like every battle there would be the one guy who would be like with the beast, and he'd be like, oh, I do believe, gentlemen, that he seems to be invulnerable to everything. And then one of them would be like, I'm gonna cut this bucket of bolts, and like, you know,
I like how he's not really giving names, so you can totally tell who he's talking about.
And, you know, and then he would jump at him and go, and they would have this big battle scene, right? And then they would be like, oh, I think he may be invulnerable to our attacks. And then the next day would come out, I'm gonna take this guy down, and he would, have a big another fight. And they would.
Honestly, I could tell exactly which character you're doing. This is weird.
The plot would be a good 10 minutes long, but a simple sitting down and talking about it for a few seconds, and realizing that there was nothing they could do apart from putting him in some magic force field to defeat Apocalypse.
See, it's kind of like
would save them. Like the entire battle would save them everything. There'd be no plot. If anybody would listen, if anybody would just listen.
That is the whole thing, honestly. They're the X-Men. They're supposed to be like, we want to
They used to be humanity. Men. They used to be men.
Now they're
toast.
Did you see that catch? That was amazing. Oh, wasn't it luck?
Anyway, I was even at the time and I wasn't a child when I was a youth, but even as a youth, that bat's gonna fuck you up. And I don't mean that literally, because bats and humans should not copulate. I'm opposed to that. Although I don't judge people's lifestyles. If you want to have sex with animals,
I find it interesting that kidnapping pedophiles are okay, but bats sort of humping your head violently, you're against. Speaking of humping things violently, that's thanks for watching. We'll be back again.
Super.
Watch this lady die. Oh, I got boots.